This is called tautology. Syllogisms are mostly tautologies. Do you know why that is? When we learn about syllogism, the first premise is said to be a universal truth, and the last one a particular truth, but Homo sapiens is such a cunning creature that as they explore, they don't go from the universal to the particular, but rather, they decide on a particular conclusion first and then pull in a universal truth to fit it. And that is how these logics were created. That's why usually people just take tautologies as always true, so they don't take a single step forward. For example, let's look at the most plausible proposition: humans are mortal. Socrates is a human. Socrates is mortal. This is the model of a syllogism. But from humans are mortal to Socrates is mortal, there is almost no distance. Logical distance, that is. It's basically just saying the same. So saying that Socrates is mortal doesn't really, that people just die, is what I've been saying. Is it only humans who die? Animals die. And all living things die. So it was just a simplistic thing to say. A representative example of this is as follows. All the bachelors in the upper village are men. That's the kind of statement. The bachelors living in that upper village are all men. It's not wrong. Something like this isn't wrong, but it's meaningless. It's meaningless. But this is a bit of an exaggeration. But the thing we call logic are mostly all meaningless. They're circular. And that's why we can't move forward a single step. Just hovering like that, they say you should hover your thumb like this. So, just hovering like that, with such blunt and superficial logic, how could we possibly understand this world? That's why I call it an earthworm. Once it's complete, the meaning none. Propositions that have meaning lack logical ity. These are the problems that make philosophers think deeply. Meaningful discourse is dangerous because it is not a tautology. By dangerous, I mean it can be wrong. It's like that. It may be wrong, but it has meaning. A safe proposition is not wrong, but it has absolutely no meaning. Saying all the bachelors in the upper village are men is not wrong, but it has almost no, it doesn't exist. One word is too many no. That's why Ruth comes through revelation, right? So you shouldn't think of this in religious terms. It's when enlightenment from outside my framework just pierces through my brain like a bolt of lightning, that is revelation. Without something like this, I cannot break out of my own frame and encounter the truth. Humans die. Socrates is a human. Socrates dies.